watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bangor from North, and now the headlines as usual.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính pays working visit to Bình Dương. National Assembly Chairman busy with various activities in Australia. And later on, opportunities for Vietnamese pomelo to enter more markets.
Let's begin our bulletin with the latest news. First of all, we report on recent activity of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on December 3rd inspected major infrastructure projects in the southern province of Bình Dương. These projects are Ho Chi Minh City to Dầu Một Trơn Thành Expressway, Bầu Bàng Thị Vải Cái Mép Railway, and Ho Chi Minh City's Belt Roads number 3 and number 4 running through the province. The government leader requested Bình Dương to coordinate with relevant quarters to speed up the progress of the projects. They are on important infrastructure projects, not only for Bình Dương, but also for the southeastern region and the whole country as well, the PM stressed. PM Chính then made a field trip to the construction sites of the second factory of Buy Home Vietnam Company Ltd. At Bầu Bàng Industrial Zone and Bình Dương General Hospital. On the same day, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had a working session with key leaders of Bình Dương province. A report delivered at the meeting showed that the province has gained many achievements over the past month of the year despite difficulties. Its gross regional domestic product growth is estimated at around 8.3% this year, while the total export-import turnover reached nearly $61.5 billion with a trade surplus of $10 billion. Praising Bình Dương for its achievement, PM Chính asked the province to pursue rapid, harmonious, inclusive, and sustainable development, thus ensuring social security and leaving no one behind. In the near future, the Prime Minister asked the province to remove difficulties faced by businesses, enhance production and trade, and diversify markets and supply chains for firms, among others.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ is paying official visit to Australia from November 30th to December 3rd. Let's join us to see his activities on the last day of his trip to the country.
On the morning of December 3rd, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ received the treasures of Victoria Team Plus and representatives of several Australian groups, welcoming the signing of a memorandum of understanding between Victoria and Ho Chi Minh City of Vietnam, who thanked the Victorian government for its care and support for the Vietnamese community in the state. Appreciating the Vietnamese community in Victoria, Plus said Victoria is promoting the of a Vietnamese cultural center there. At a meeting with representatives of some big groups of Australia, Chairman Huệ confirmed that Vietnam always encourages foreign businesses and cooperations, including those from Australia. Leaders of the group hope to receive assistance to explore investment opportunities and find partners in Vietnam. Earlier on December 2nd, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ attended Vietnam-Australia Economic Cooperation Forum, where he was welcomed by the Premier of Melbourne, Sally Carp, and Victoria's Commissioner to Southeast Asia, Rebecca Ho. Apart from agriculture cooperation, Ho said Australian enterprises are interested in various fields in Vietnam, such as healthcare, maternal and baby care, and preschool education in Vietnam. He expressed his hope that more Australian enterprises will come to Vietnam to seek business opportunities. At the event, a number of memoranda of understanding were signed. In particular, a leader of RMIT University, the biggest foreign investor in education in Vietnam, announced to double its investment in the country earlier next year.
Vietnam is working towards the target of exporting 7 million tons of rice this year. More in the report.
Experts said prices of Vietnamese rice will continue to stay high, as economic and political uncertainties will push up food demand. They, therefore, suggested exporters utilize opportunities in market access and expansion. If the export volume is maintained at over 400,000 tons each month in the remaining 2 months, the whole year's export volume of the agricultural product will reach from 6.8 to 7 million tons. Export businesses were urged to pay due attention to China, a big and promising market of Vietnamese farm produce. Recently, China has made changes in import requirements, from plant quarantine to packaging, tracking of origin and growing area codes. So far, a total of 22 Vietnamese firms have been licensed to ship rice to China, and Vietnam has proposed China expand the list.
B2B e-commerce platform Alibaba.com has launched a verified supplier program specifically for the Vietnamese market in order to create more opportunities for local companies to boost exports amid competition between international suppliers. Mr. Roger Liu, country director of Alibaba.com Vietnam, spoke about the program and its exclusive benefits for Vietnamese businesses in an interview with the Vietnamese agency.
Assessing the position of the Vietnamese market within Alibaba's strategy, Mr. Liu said that more than 70% of Vietnamese suppliers on the board are rated 2 stars or more. These suppliers primarily export goods to the US, the EU, Japan, and Asia-Pacific countries. Alibaba will continue to expand its investments in Vietnam and build a localized ecosystem, he noted.
We have introduced verified supplier membership in a number of global markets this year, including Vietnam. Verified suppliers can access preferential treatment not available to other providers, such as a verified supplier card, guaranteed traffic boosts like sellers with a high star rating, Star Direct, and access to high-quality orders, among others.
Customer behavior analysis from Alibaba shows that B2B customer requests a rising rapidly in terms of features, quantity, quality, and verified certificates. This is to ensure the supplier's production and business capacity, even if the buyer does not need to visit the shop, especially in large markets such as the US and the EU.
The Indochina JSC is one of the leading handicraft enterprises in Vietnam. Being a verified supplier has helped it stay ahead of the competition. Order volumes are 6 times higher than the industry average, and total transaction value has reached $5 million.
Mr. Liu also offered solutions to maintain the efficiency of Vietnamese businesses on Alibaba on today's challenging global environment. This will offer a core competitive edge for Vietnamese enterprises to grow in the future, he noted.
Experts, representatives of international organizations and investment funds have shown belief in the potential for sustainable growth in Vietnam in the coming time.
At a recent international conference on green finance for sustainable development, Credit Suisse Group forecast that Vietnam's economy can grow by 8% in 2022, among the highest in Asia and ASEAN. According to the firm, Vietnam has maintained export momentum thanks to free trade agreements, FTA, and it has also retained stability of the domestic financial and monetary market in the face of external challenges. Meanwhile, Warburg Pincus Investment Fund emphasized that Vietnam is one of the most attractive investment destinations in Southeast Asia, noting that it has so far poured $2 billion into the country. Representatives of the World Bank in Vietnam and other international organizations also spoke highly of Vietnam's commitments at the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference on Emission Reduction. They pledged to accompany and support Vietnam in realizing its sustainable development goals.
After more than 5 years of negotiations, the U.S. has officially licensed the import of fresh pomelo from Vietnam, with green-skinned pomelo from Bến Tre province slated for the first shipment. The move comes as a result of the province's efforts to boost agricultural production and exports, opening up prospects for its products to conquer other selected markets.
Having grown pomelos for more than 5 years, Hồ Văn Lợi in Châu Thành district could barely hide his joy at seeing his 6,000 square meters of the fruit granted the visa to head to the U.S. This was the result of boldly shifting to safe production methods and ending chemical use to control pests.
I am happy that my pomelos can be exported to foreign markets, as it will raise the fruit's economic value. We will always follow the requirements of importers. We had applied green production methods to grow pomelos, but the requirements for export to the US are even higher. We fully prepared for it.
Now that pomelos are entering foreign markets, in addition to safe and clean production chains and building planting area codes have become crucial in order to meet the requirements of importers. Bến Tre pomelos securing the first visa to the U.S. is great news for the local agriculture industry and farmers, at a time when farmers are determined to recover and develop the economy post-pandemic. Bến Tre currently has 48 planting area codes for growing fresh fruit for export on an area of 487 hectares, with exports heading to the U.S., the EU, New Zealand and elsewhere.
Despite impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, the number of tourists to Hanoi has so far surpassed the target for the whole year, thanks to the city's efforts to provide attractive and high-quality tourism products.
In late November, Hanoi is full of visitors who enjoy Zaqui, daisy flower season in Ba Vi National Park, and tours in Thang Long Imperial Citadel or Hua Lo Prison. This manifests the strong tourism recovery and development of the capital city, Asia's leading city break destination 2022 by World Travel Awards, WTA. In May, the US travel website TripAdvisor placed Hanoi in the 13th position in the 25 most popular destinations in Asia in 2022. It also included the city in the list of 25 best places for food lovers in 2022. This year, Hanoi aims to welcome 7 to 8 million domestic tourists and 1.2 to 2 million foreigners. But so far the city has received 17.02 million visitors, over 5 times higher than that in the same period last year, including 1.27 million foreigners. To continue its recovery trend, the city has planned a number of activities in the rest of the year with a focus on luring more foreign tourists.
Built by skillful hands of local Thai ethnic minority people, the giant water wheels in Na Khương village, Tam Dung district in Lai Châu province, create a unique tourist attraction in the pristine mountains and forests of the northwestern region. And that's a wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching. See you next time.